It's a sad day.
It's the last day.
The last day on Earth.
Ever
For the next month. Yeah, guys, this is the finale
of season 3. Wow.
Not all of Advice. Don't worry. This feels weird because we're pre-recording it, so it like doesn't actually like feel
like the end
yet, because we still like have episodes coming out. But yes, this is the end of season 3. It's been quite the fucking season. Over 106.
This will be 106. This is 100, technically 105.
That's crazy, you guys. Like, I'm sure it's out there, but I don't know another podcast that has done that many episodes in one season.
Back to back.
Yeah, I feel like people usually cap out at like 50.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't know how seasons work on podcasts. Like, people just kind of like stop and go whenever they want.
That was one thing we never really understood how to do. We've always just made it like when we need it.
We just like decided, okay, this is the end.
Yeah, but it feels weird. It feels needed. It's definitely needed. I feel like there's so much going on right now and so many life changes, and I feel like we do need a reset. And as you guys know, like when we change, the podcast changes because you guys get 100% us. And I mean, even today we were literally looking at like new things for the next set for season 4, and like it does feel like a new leaf, if you will.
We're shedding a skin with season 3, and I think season 4 is gonna be the same old us, but like it's gonna be new
perspectives, new stories. During our break, there's a whole lot of new things during that break that you guys will get stories about that, and like there's so much going on, and I'm excited to come back with a bang. But this break is much needed. Before we continue, we did mention this before, but just to say it again, we are continuing podcasting on Patreon. So this is the end of season 3 for public episodes, but if you're on our Patreon, you already know we're still having our weekly episodes. We're still having Zoom calls, and DMs are open there, and
those are going to be really fun because a lot of them, if not most of them, are going to be Kristen's going to be in Italy, so we're going to get like real time. I'm being updated in Italy,
right?
You guys will too if you follow us on Patreon. So real time Italy updates, and there's going to be a chunk that we're in the Bay together. So like real time Bay updates,
and our high school reunion finally coming to fucking life because you guys have heard so much about it, and you're finally going to get like the lowdown of that. So yeah,
a lot to keep up on. And then on Patreon, if you are new and you join now, then you still get like the backlog of everything we've ever uploaded. So that's
it's another 50 episodes on there
just from season 3. So
have fun.
There's a lot if you want to keep up with us when we are on our hiatus.
So for the final episode, we wanted to kind of set some intentions for, I guess, not only like the next season, but our future selves. We've done an episode like this before, like a letter to our future selves, and like kind of manifesting the next year and whatnot. But I don't know, like we keep saying, that the season breaks are always these big changes. So like, I don't know, I want to lay out there what I intend for myself, what you intend for yourself, because we're in such different places as individuals, and then also what we intend for season 4. Actually, before we get into everything, we do have quite the finale announcement. It's actually like quite fitting that we're announcing this on the last episode.
It's kind of crazy that we're actually like sitting here recording this, you guys, because this has been 2 years in the making, and there was a part of me at some point in time, and I'm sure you relate, where I fully thought that like we wouldn't be sitting here with this update.
Yeah. Excuse me. It's been a lot of up and down, a lot of blood, sweat, tears, a lot of hard work, a lot of cross communication, a whole lot of emotion towards this. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just let's just say what it is. Guys, we are finally coming out with merch.
We're dropping our first merch.
At the end of season.
At the end of season 3.
Hey, slow and steady wins the race.
And you guys know this. Like, we're not. I mean, we live in hoodies and shirts and shit, but like, we're not out here trying to sell you a $75 hoodie that just says Oddvice. Like, we have said it from the jump that we want our first piece of merch to be us 100%. And like, we even toyed, like, we're going to be fully honest with you guys. We've even toyed, I think it was season 2, with like your typical merch company to do like hoodies and tees, but it didn't pan out because it wasn't us.
It didn't feel right. And that's not saying maybe down the line we'll have some stuff like that. It was more so for our first.
Yeah.
The initial, like, I don't know. I feel like we've seen it being around so many creators for the past years. Like, and again, no hate, it's just preference, but a lot of people just their first merch, which in theory is like the most important because it's how you display yourself and like how you sell yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just slapping the logo or the name on a shirt. And we really just wanted, like Alex said perfectly, we just wanted something that really spoke to us and that wasn't just like merch just to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen hundreds of messages from you guys being like, yo, please drop merch. Like we want something, we want to represent you, whatever. And
like, we love that, but we just want it to be like us.
Perfect. We want it to be
perfect for you guys. And we want it to be something that you are going to value, that you're going to use and show people and
have forever. Collect and have memories with.
We want it to go so far beyond
a t-shirt.
A t-shirt.
Yeah, right.
A piece of clothing.
You can bring it everywhere. You could do anything with it.
You could you guys, we're so excited. And it's finally happening. It's not here yet, but it is coming.
Yes, we definitely wanted to let you guys know on the season finale, but keep up with us on Patreon, and that's when you guys will be getting the pre-sale link.
Yeah. So we are doing a pre-sale link sometime mid-October. If you follow us on Patreon, you'll be the first people with that link and the first people with the opportunity to purchase.
Yep.
Okay, with all that said, we do have one more update for you guys. We are going to Cartopia this year with Bicycle. So, last year, October, we went to the convention. It was in Anaheim. This year it's in New York. So
I swear they did it for us.
Yeah, no, they're like, ooh, these girls are New York girls.
We're going to New York.
We're going to New York.
I'm so excited. It's down in Soho, and it's at Moonlight Studios, I believe is the name of it. But go to cardtopiaworld.com. It has like all the details and everything you need to know, and also where you could buy tickets. But it's here in New York, and we will be there. It's November 4th, which is a Saturday, I believe.
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
And at Cartopia, we will actually be selling our merch there. So take that as you will.
We'll be selling our merch. Also, we love playing Shanghai Rummy and Malicious Malice. So we're going to be holding some kind of, we're still trying to figure out the details, but we're going to be playing card games. If you guys come, please run up to us, give us a big hug, and we're going to be playing cards together.
Yeah. Last year it was so fun. They had just like tables everywhere. People were just doing like, people doing magic, people like telling stories, and then people just playing like casual card games. So even if you aren't like this big card person, you are still so welcome here. I mean, that was kind of our worry last year before we went, because we were like, yeah, we love cards, but like we're just like your average card
just like
player.
Play speed.
Right. And like Uno and wait, that's a different card, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I say that to make you feel better. If like you do want to come, if you do want to come meet us, if you're in the East Coast area, you are so welcome here. It's seriously, like, we are so excited for it. It was so fun last year, and it's going to be even better this year.
There's something for everyone there too. Yeah. Like I will say, Kristen mentioned the magic. There's they had like this whole NFT portion.
Oh my God, yeah, that was so cool.
And they had like card throwing competitions and like just really dope shit. And like, this was the one, I think we even talked about it, this is the one place where we felt like so comfortable. Our people, it's like really low pressure, that it's not like crazy like Comic-Con, and like there's no pressure, and it's like really casual, and it's just gonna be a really fun time.
Yeah. So if you are in the East Coast area, or wherever you are, if you can make it to New York, November 4th, we will be there, and you can get tickets at cardtopiaworld.com. And if you use code Oddvice20, you can get 20% off your tickets. So come see us, come say hi. I think it'll be really fun.
Really fun.
You will benefit from coming and seeing our merch.
All right, I know we're being like silly obvious right now, but seriously, keep up with us on Patreon, because you will be the first people to get that link to pre-sale, and you'll get to see what it is. and we're gonna, we're gonna share a sneak peek of what it is.
Okay, before we get into the rest of the episode, we're going to take a quick break for our sponsors. Today's episode is sponsored by Lumi, which is a deodorant brand that was actually created by an OBGYN who discovered that odor isn't just an underarm thing, it's an all over the body thing, and we can all admit it. So they have products ranging from body wash to all over deodorant to underarm deodorant and so on.
Yeah, I've actually been using the deodorant, and the scent is toasted coconut, and it's like really nice for fall, but it's not too strong, but it blocks the odor really nicely.
Their whole body deodorant is the first of its kind. It's safe to use anywhere in the body. It's aluminum free, baking soda free, and paraben free.
It's also pH balanced, which means it's safe for use below the belt. Lumi's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like a mini body wash or deodorant wipes, and free shipping.
As a special offer for our listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lumi starter pack with code Oddvice at lumipodcast.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit Lumi Podcast and use code Oddvice.
Thanks, Lumi.
Our next sponsor is HelloFresh. HelloFresh is a meal delivery service that delivers meals to your doorstep each week. HelloFresh offers several different types of boxes ranging from family friendly to fit and wholesome to quick and easy, which are meals that are done in less than 15 minutes.
You know what I love is that when you pick a meal, each ingredient comes in the exact amount that you need it.
Right. The pre-portioned part of it is really helpful because then there's no waste. HelloFresh is also 25% cheaper than takeout and a whole lot cheaper than groceries.
It's also nice because even if you are well versed in the kitchen, it's
mindless. You don't have to think about it. Each meal comes with like the recipe cards with pictures.
Right.
So the days where like I just want to get food on the table, I don't even have to think about it.
But if you're like me and you're not well versed in the kitchen, it's an easy way to like get creative with your meals.
Good point.
So if you guys want to check out HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit, go to hellofresh.com/50oddvice and use code 50oddvice for 50% off plus free shipping.
Again, go to hellofresh.com/50oddvice and use code 50oddvice for 50% off plus free shipping.
Thanks, HelloFresh. Okay, for old time's sake, should we do song of the day and what we're wearing?
God, that feels like a prehistoric practice at this point. Oh God, I'm wearing the worst outfit. My outfit doesn't even match.
No, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. No, it's cute.
It represents who I am today.
It's just fitting. What's your hoodie?
Yeah, it's a Teddy Fresh. They did a
Spider-Man?
Marvel collection, and yes, this is the Spider-Man part of the Marvel collection. It's this cool like half and half, but it's dyed half and half. It's not actually like stitched half and half. Tie-dye and black. Their logos are so cool. I love that they're rubbery.
Yeah.
Just got Teddy Fresh on there, and then on the back there's Spider-Man, and then I'm wearing these like kind of like chinos, classic chinos with little mushrooms all over it. I got these from Urban years ago. They're my comfy pants that I wear in the house when I want to be productive enough to feel like I got ready, but not because you could like being in jeans.
You could like leave the house in those.
Right. Completely. They're cute, but I can also sit with my knees up and podcast and like
chinos. God, should we just wear chinos every episode next season?
Underrated clothing item. Chinos.
They're just so Rancho Cucamonga boy.
They're also to that point, they are engraved in my head from when I worked at Tilly's, because that was their signature, was their RSQ, their rescue jeans, but their rescue chinos were like, God, it shows you where inflation went, but at the time it was like 2 for $35. And little boys from Rancho Cucamonga would come and get them, like the 2 for, and fucking folding them was miserable. So yeah, whenever I think of chinos, I just think of that time in my life. But these don't count. These are cute.
No, yeah, those are nice.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a new pair. You guys, these are new.
New sweats.
Hot and ready.
Okay, yeah. So this is new. This is different.
These are Adidas sweatpants.
Where are these? Not where are these from, but like when did you get these?
I got them right before Montana because I wanted something.
Oh, are these the ASOS ones?
Yes.
Oh yeah, fuck guys, these are
so nice. They're Adidas, so they are higher quality and a bit more expensive. I can't remember how much they were, but thick. I don't have black sweats.
Yeah, I don't either.
So here you go, Adidas black sweats from ASOS. Love them.
I need to do a sweats run for fall.
Do it.
I feel like I got rid of a lot of my sweats.
Yeah,
and then I need more. Also, Tanner has all my fucking sweats.
Yeah, give them back.
No, I don't want them.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But like he has a lot of your
He
good
has
shit.
so many good shirts.
Like
of
the
mine.
black sweats with the lime green, the gray with the black.
Like with the graphic right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are really cute. They're from I Am Coco.
Yes.
He has
Give them back.
those.
I know he watches.
He has my Aritzia sweats. Like, whatever. I don't even want them back.
Yeah.
They probably stink.
They probably do smell really bad. This is my hoodie from what was the music festival? Gov Ball. It's Metro Boomin hoodie.
Yeah, that hoodie has some memories. That was when it started pouring
down rain. I was wearing like a cute lace dress and I just put this on over it. Perfect.
The lace like poking out at the bottom.
Yeah.
We were all like soggy and gross
sopping
afterwards.
wet.
Oh, it was so fun though.
It was such a good weekend. Okay, I actually have a new song.
Whoa.
I watched, you see the new Netflix movie, Love at First Sight?
Yeah, I saw literally like the thumbnail. I didn't see the preview.
I watched it in bed the other night. It's really cute. If you're up for a rom-com.
Is it like good?
I think
or
it's
like
good.
is it you good?
It's
Because your threshold is.
I mean, it's good.
Is it like predictable? Let's go there.
Yes. 100%.
Meh.
1,000%. But it's cute.
Maybe I'll watch it on the flight. Like that might be a good flight movie.
Yeah.
Just like mindless.
It is.
Okay.
It is. Anyway, there's this song played in part of the movie. It's called Time by Angelo D'Agostine. And it's really, really good.
Dogstein.
D'Agostine.
Oh, they said like Dogstein.
Dogstein. No.
Does it say
De space Augustine.
I just listened to a little bit of it, and it is a rom-com song. It's really nice. That's good, like
Soothing
Sunday morning cleaning playlist.
Yep.
Like just easy to listen to. My song of the day is going to be "Need To" by Pine Grove. Similar vibe.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same vibe, actually. Yeah.
I think we're in like full fall mode.
Yeah.
This week in New York, it's been low 70s and we've had the door open and we have a nice breeze. It like stormed all day yesterday. We've gotten rain and we're not in the summer heat anymore.
We're in hoodies right now podcasting. Yeah. Usually, I mean, you guys have seen the past X amount of episodes. We're in like tanks telling you how hot we are. We usually have like a fan going in the corner to bring the air conditioning out of my room.
Yeah.
Because we can't put the unit on here because it's too loud. Like it's been honestly a bitch to record when it's so hot in this apartment. But now I'm like I was cold today. I put this on willingly.
Yeah.
It's the first time I put
nice.
it on.
I'm so excited. And last night was the first night that I slept without my AC.
I didn't sleep without my AC and I left my window open.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Oh, be careful about bugs.
Well, when it gets cold, they're not there for me.
Yeah, but it did rain yesterday, so it's moist out.
Yeah. Well, nothing happened yet. But whatever.
Speaking of bugs.
What? Oh.
You sounded like O'Reilly.
No, I sound like it's magic.
Oh
yeah. No, guys, listen.
Oh my God. Okay, so this past weekend, my cousin's fiance stayed with me because he needed a place to stay because he was just hopping around New York. And he was packing up his bags and getting ready to go yesterday. And he was like leaned over on his luggage and he like looked over. Kristen's at our dining table sitting down and he looked over. What did he say to you? I was in my room.
He was so chill about it. He was like, hey, Kristen, just a heads up, there's a cockroach belly up next to your toe. I don't even remember. All of a sudden I'm on top of the chair.
It was
out.
Probably 3 inches from your feet.
Oh, and it was the size of a baby carrot, but like a big baby carrot.
Chunky. A big date.
Longer.
It
was as wide. It was as wide as a date, but it was probably like 3 inches long.
Yeah,
it was the biggest one we've seen.
It was really fucking big.
And I said it was Papa Roach.
What's crazy though is I was sitting right next to Kristen and I had just like gotten up. So that means I had scooted my chair and stood up and like my feet were probably right next to it too.
Oh God, no, I literally just saw your finger and I thought it was a cockroach. I'm getting itchy right now talking about it.
But what's crazy is I was like, hey Shay, you're the only guy in the house. You got to get the cockroach. And he goes over there with a paper towel and just yeet. Lifts it right up.
The strength that you have to do that.
No. And like he's not even like walking slowly, like nonchalantly out to our balcony and just kind of like yeets it over.
When he threw it out of the napkin though, he was kind of like,
oh really? I didn't see that part.
And it was kind of like an ick. Like I was like,
grow up.
Be a man. No, I'm kidding. But it was like, I was waiting to see how he was actually going to react to it. Because there's got to be some like masculinity thing when a guy, any men listening, there's no men listening, but if you are, let us know if this is accurate or not. Is there some like facade you have to put on to like act like you're not bugged by
even
it?
the fact that I was like, all right, Shay, do your duty.
Right. But so he's doing it, but he's probably kind of scared.
Yeah.
But so in that he has to be like,
yeah, man.
Yeah, I got
Boy.
it. But then I feel like I saw the real him come out when he threw it, and he kind of like he like shook the napkin and like.
But he was like holding it like this.
I don't know.
And what's crazy is if he wasn't here, that thing would have sat there.
It'd still be here right now.
Days.
I mean, yeah.
It'd be here until Thursday when Spike comes over.
Yep, completely. It was fucking huge.
And today's Tuesday, by the way.
Right. So, and this was yesterday, so that was Monday. So that was
days.
Nearly the whole week.
God, that feels like 3 days ago.
This week, you guys.
Oh my God.
Can we just complain for one last time? Please just like listen to us. So you're literally listening to us right now. I'm leaving. I guess by the time this is out, I'm already in Europe, but I leave for Europe tomorrow. I have to leave for the airport at around like 4 at the latest. And that's on Wednesday. And I got home from Idaho on Sunday. So Monday and Tuesday, today and yesterday, have been just back to back. Alex and I really trying to like get things ordered for the set because I leave for Europe. She's going to be in the Bay all of October. Alex and I aren't going to see each other for like another month at this point.
That's crazy.
Wait,
and we haven't even like
me.
these past 3 days have been so like work, make sure we have things organized for like the podcast and everything. Yeah. And we haven't even like hung out.
I just like that just hit me when I said it out loud.
No, I've been thinking about it this whole time.
I'm not going to see you for a month. We're going to be so much taller and so much bigger when we see each other next.
Yeah, so many life experiences that I'm going to have to share with you.
We act like we're not going to be still talking. We're going to be like FaceTiming you and shit. Anyway, so we've had to like pre-record the episode before this, order some things. We have like merch meetings that we're trying to squeeze in while we're still together and we can like put our heads together.
And on top of it, like Kristen still has her full-time work that she's doing.
Right.
I'm still doing my fulltime work. I literally have my laptop open right here because I'm like
right next to her.
But we've just been running around with our chickens with their head cut off.
Running around with our chickens cut off.
Yeah.
It's what it feels like at least.
And then today.
Yeah, why don't I even bring this up?
Because this morning.
Oh my God.
This morning we sat down to transfer the footage for you guys. The last episode to our editor. Kristen's dragging and dropping everything. And then all of a sudden our micro SD card clunks out and we can't read anything.
It says like the file pops up, but it says it has 0 bytes, like no footage.
Yeah, there's no audio on it. So this is occurring on 2 of our SD cards. So the middle chunk and the last half of our episode is gone. Completely gone.
We have the visual, which is like fine, but obviously you guys see we have mics to our face right now. So if we were to only use the audio from the camera, it's just so like bad. 5 feet away from us right now. It's hella echoey. Like we cut out the camera is purely for picture, not for audio. So it took 4 hours. We're just Googling as much as we can. I tried to like do this reboot thing on our Rodecaster Pro, which is like the physical soundboard that we plug the card into, that we have all these wires connected to and whatnot. We tried to do like a reboot for that. That literally did nothing.
Like we're trying to figure out how to like recover deleted files from an SD card. And we're like fully like Geek Squad over here trying to figure shit out.
I vlogged a lot of it too. I'm sure the video is out by the time this is out. The video where we were doing wine pairings, just go watch the first 3 minutes of that and you could see it looks like a fucking startup in here.
Yeah.
We had both of our laptops. We had her other laptop. We had the soundboard, wires everywhere, like trying to figure this out. I still don't fully fucking understand what happened.
I was reading article after article, and I finally came across this like really sus program that you can download that supposedly will recover lost files. So I went and grabbed my old laptop, and I seriously got to the point where I was like, we can't miss an episode, especially this one.
It's the second to last.
It's the second to last episode. Like, we want to end how we're supposed to.
Right.
I am fully willing to put the world's worst virus on my 2007 laptop and lose this laptop. So I'm going to do whatever I can. I downloaded this
You're a real one.
This malware software.
Disk drill.
Disk
drill.
Disk.
Drill disk.
Drill disk.
Doesn't
I don't
matter.
know. Whatever.
Some black market
downloaded it. I even
software.
I got like many prompts that said like, this is a program from the internet. Are you sure you want to download?
Right.
I was just like, fuck
Yes,
it. Yes.
please.
Yes.
End
yes,
it all.
Yes. End it all. Download it. I finally plug in the SD card and it reads it, and like the files pop up, and I'm sitting there, and it's so the file names pop up, but I can't click on it yet because it's still like reading the SD card.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my God, hurry up. And it took 22 minutes for it to load. And at this point you're in the shower, and I was like, okay, please go.
Oh, I was sitting on the shower. That was probably the low point for both of us.
Yeah.
Because we started the morning, and like I hadn't showered or anything yet. I was just like, let me just kind of like tap in and see what we need to get done today. And then once we face that problem, we're 4 hours in, and I was like, dude, I haven't even I'm still in a robe. Like I haven't even got ready for the day the slightest amount. So that was the moment where you had to beg to the universe, and I was sitting on the shower floor, literally like rubbing my own scalp, like, please, this is my last day here for a minute, and please, if you're listening, whoever you are, make this fucking happen. Make it work.
And finally, it loaded. I was able to click the file and preview it, and it was our voices. And I was able to I just had to click recover, and it was like upgrade to recover. So we had to spend $90 to get our file.
Literally a 39-minute file, $90.
So
please watch the ads.
Please watch last week's episode.
We
went through hell and back to get it to you guys.
Oh, I mean, we would have done it no matter what. But yeah, I also had to edit my own full video today.
Right.
Alex is fully submerged in work. My head is spinning. Our heads are spinning at this point. And
we just took this as the universe's 2 millionth sign that we need to take a breather.
For real though, make it serious now. I think it's time for a fucking breather.
Yeah.
Part of me feels silly saying that because we just did Montana and I was just in Idaho, but
we worked through it all.
Exactly. I want a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I want to actually pause my mind.
Unplug.
I'm not even doing that in Italy though. I'm literally whatever. But I'm just yearning for some type of shakeup here. And if we can't fully unplug from work, that's one thing, but we can at least lessen our workload by taking a season break.
And I think that's let's just hop into our intentions here. I think that's kind of what we've been wrestling with this past month and a half. We're when do we take the break? We knew it was coming soon. And we didn't want to fully stop because it is the podcast is it's our life. It's one of my biggest motivators.
It's an big ass outlet for me.
Yeah. If we can't sit here and talk shit out, this would all speaking for me fully, a lot of this shit would fully stay inside of me and harbor inside of me. So we can't not do this.
Right.
And we kind of just came to the conclusion that it was time to, like Kristen said, if we can't fully take an unplug break, which is impossible for so many people. We need to find a way to lessen our workload and
control what we can control.
And take the break where we need to.
Yeah. I feel like my intention beyond that too is just kind of taking time to process everything I've been dealing with. Again, I at this point I feel annoying that I'm making this breakup so like ambiguous. But please know it's for legit reasons. I am still processing so much. It's so much more than just a breakup at this point. It's a really, really uncomfortable, sad, gray area, to say the least, with the person that was not only one of my best friends these past years, but the person I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with. And last night I had therapy for the first time in like over a month because she was traveling. And it's funny, my last therapy session was actually in his room. Like, she's like, how's your trip? I was like, oh my God, it's so good. Like, it feels so good to be here visiting him, da 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 da. And then last night, the first like 2 minutes, I'm like, how was your trip? She's like, oh, it's good, da da da. She's like, so what's going on? And I just fully unloaded. And that was the first time I've unloaded about my situation to a professional, to say the least. And she opened up my eyes to a lot of things I kind of need to be focusing on now.
Yeah.
And I hadn't really even thought about it. I haven't even like fully processed my part of it. A lot of it is trying to wrap my head around his actions and around what he's going through and all that. And I feel like, I mean, as every situation is, it's just as much of a lesson for me as it is for him. At least I'd like to think it's worth something, right?
Right.
And my lesson, still don't fully know what it is, but that's what I think, that's what I wish for myself this next month. And like, speaking to season 4, Kristen, like I hope that's what she comes back with, is at least some clarity on how to move going forward.
Yeah. And I mean, the fact that last night was the first time, like you said, talking to a professional and your therapist about this. And I mean, you said it to me, she gave you props on like how far you've been able to like get through this on your own. And like, you were really able to like stand up and face this solo. And I think that really just like gave you the kickstart that you needed to like face this. Like you weren't able to, like, you haven't coped. You haven't had like unhealthy coping mechanisms throughout.
Thank the Lord.
But like you could have very easily fallen into something really dark. And like I know this is like the most terrible thing you've probably ever gone through, but like you're getting through it.
Yeah.
You really are. And like, I know it's hard. I know it's sad. I know you're sad, but like you still have hope and optimism. And I think that is carrying you through.
For sure. And thank you. That feels good that
I see it.
That you see it too, that like you could see it from the outside, so to speak. But I mean, we talked about this in our measuring happiness, that episode. I'm really just trusting the fucking process, dude.
Yeah.
That's like, I might be good on the outside, but my hands are just in the air. And I'm just like, I don't know.
Like take this and just like you might be forced to just revert to like the basics. Mm-hmm. Trust the process. Mm-hmm. Find what makes you happy. I think that's what fired the Europe trip.
100%.
Find what makes you happy. Get back into like your own groove.
Yeah. The things that I do regardless of anybody else that fuel me as an individual. And yeah, I mean, that is kind of what Europe is for me. And I don't know. You nailed it with going back to the basics. I feel like I'm just trusting the ebb and flow here. Like it happened. Like even take a little bit of emotion away from it. You know what? I'm talking to myself. You know what? It fucking happened. And it happened in a really fucking shitty way. But it kind of is what it is at this point. Mm-hmm. You can't change it. You know what's best for you.
You know it happened for a good reason at this point.
In the long run, yeah. I think too, like I just have to really stick to trusting the process, because I mean, even this morning when I was telling Alex, like during our whole like stressful fucking moment and sitting in the shower and like wanting to rip my hair out, I noticed immediately, and this isn't the first time this has happened since the breakup, all I wanted to do was call Tanner. If I was going through a stressful moment, I would allow myself a 5-minute break, you know, go sit on my bed real quick and FaceTime and check in with him and just, you know, get some words of encouragement or whatever it might be. And though it's the little things that I'm really noticing right now that are super hard to shake. The habits are hard to shake.
Yeah. That's like such a learned routine that once it's not going to go away until you replace it with a new learned routine.
Right.
So that's where time comes in.
Yeah.
That the time really is the cure for all of these little bits, the little routines that you feel like are your norm that need to be rewritten.
Nailed it.
Before we continue, we're going to take another break for our sponsors. Our next sponsor is Nuuly. And if you don't know, Nuuly is a subscription clothing rental service. And for just $98 a month, you get your choice of 6 items. You get your choice of thousands of different styles from over 400 brands like Anthropologie, Madewell, A Goldie, so many options.
Nuuly also offers inclusive sizing up to 5X, petite, and maternity. Nuuly lets you love fashion in such a sustainable way. Everything shipped is in recycled, recyclable, and reusable totes with no plastic packaging.
One of my favorite things about Nuuly is it really lets me like get creative with fashion because there's no risk. I pick an item that I wouldn't typically purchase in store because I know I have the ability to like fully send it back. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like trying something on for longer than just in the fitting room at the store.
Exactly. What's also great is there are no fees. So there's no late fees, there's no broken or damaged fees, and there's no fees to pause or cancel.
Nuuly also offers fast free shipping and returns and professional cleaning. And if there's anything you like at the end of your month, you can also purchase those items for up to 70% off.
Nuuly is a great value at $98 a month for any 6 styles. But right now you can get $20 off your first month of Nuuly when you sign up with the code Oddvice20.
Just go to nuuly.com. That's Nuuly with 2 U's, and enter the code Oddvice20 and sign up to get $20 off your first month. That's nuuly.com. Nuuly with 2 U's with code Oddvice20.
Nuuly's subscription clothing rental. Change your clothes.
Thanks, Nuuly.
Our last sponsor today is ZocDoc. ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient reviewed, take your insurance, are available when you need them, and treat almost every condition under the sun. I love ZocDoc because it really gives you the opportunity to avoid the dreaded phone call of making appointments.
Yeah, it's so easy to use. You plug in your insurance. It tells you who's under your insurance, and there's also pictures with reviews. Everything is rated by stars. It really is a one-stop shop.
And you could really go to ZocDoc for everything. You can make your eye appointment, you can make your dentist appointment, you could make an appointment with your gyno. You do it all through the app, and it gives you a nice little checklist to remind you when you need to get your like checkup. So we all know we do different things at different times of the year, and you do your cleaning every 4 months or whatever, and it really gives you that reminder.
If you guys want to check out ZocDoc, go to ZocDoc.com/Oddvice and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours.
That's ZocDoc.com/Oddvice. ZocDoc.com/Oddvice.
Thanks, ZocDoc. What are your goals? What do you want future Alex to come back with next month after all this time?
I feel like I just need a breather. Like we've talked about it before, me and you are kind of in very different places. Like I'm going back to the Bay Area for about 3 weeks, and I'm going to be staying at my parents' house because I'm watching their dogs while they're on vacation. So I'm really going to have time to like, I feel like I'm reverting back to like 18-year-old Alex these next 3 weeks. That's the last time I lived in the Bay.
That long too.
That's
like,
the last time I've like, right. It's a big chunk. I haven't been back for that long.
It's, I feel like when a trip anywhere exceeds like a week, you really start to, I say this loosely, but like live like a local.
Yes.
Like you probably are going to grocery shop for yourself, and like you're going to run errands, and like it's not just going to be vacation. You really have to like settle in for a minute.
Right. I'm settling in there. But what's really nice is Spike is going to come at some point within those 3 weeks, and he's going to visit for like 5 days. Unfortunately, he won't be able to like meet my parents because they're going to be on vacation, but I'm going to like take him to meet my Oma. It's
oh
gonna,
my God. That's so crazy.
And I think she's,
did you already tell her?
Yeah.
Aww.
And she's only met like one of my boyfriends ever. And I'm like, this is really special because like, obviously my Opa didn't get a chance to meet him. And like, I really want him to see like where I grew up. He only has a very like small sliver of like my roots that I've been able
stories.
Right. That I've been able to show him. And like, he got a glimpse of, you know, our friend group when we all went to Montana. He met a few of our hometown friends, but like, I'm really going to be able to show him like that side of me and me. And I don't think I've ever talked about this on the podcast, but I dated a guy earlier this year, and a big thing that I was kind of like, that was kind of reeling in my head was that I didn't feel like he would fit in with like that side of me.
Big with home,
like
your roots.
Right. Like there's this New York Alex that like really got along with this guy that I was dating earlier this year. But every time I pictured him with my like hometown friends, it like something didn't match up. And with Spike, like it's all been so effortless, seamless. And like I said, he got along with everyone in Montana, but bringing him back to Vallejo and like having him there when I'm fully settled in there, it's really gonna like open up something new for 100%. Our relationship. And like having him meet my Oma
peels back a deeper layer for sure.
It really does. And like I'm just really, really excited for that. I'm really ready for him to like see where I grew up and like the people I grew up with, and like how I feel like I'm gonna be like fully rounded in his eyes at this point.
Right.
And
there's not much more that
there's
he could know.
There's like not much more to me that I feel like he hasn't experienced yet. So that's like what I'm mostly excited for over this break, is to like really spend that quality time with him. And like on top of it, I'm going to take him to like San Francisco. He's never been to California.
That's crazy.
Which is like on top of it, of like going to my hometown. He's never been to the fucking West Coast.
Vallejo, but like he also needs to go see like Northern California.
Yes. So we're going to like, maybe one day we'll go to the beach. We're going to
go like drive around the city.
We're going to drive around the city. I'm going to take him to Napa, big wine guy. So like we'll do like a whole wine day.
Yeah.
It's going to be really nice.
It's going to be so nice. I'm still thinking about him going to your Oma's, and like you should like walk him around the house and like show him like the memories of everything, and like
that's the best part. That house is fully a time capsule. Yes. Like I even do that on my own every time I go to my grandmother's house.
When I go.
I'm
to mine.
Right. And like I'm sure that's so relatable to so many of you guys listening. Like you walk into your grandparents' house and a lot of times it really does look the same as it did 25 years ago. Yes. And like I have been very excited about that. Like but I'm also
pictures and stuff.
I'm also very nervous because nervous is a weird word, but it's also very different in that house since my Opa passed away.
Yeah.
It's still like very recent in that house. Like my Oma is very much like still mourning my Opa. Like his chair is still there, and like there's still bits of him, and it feels like he hasn't left yet.
Right.
So it's gonna like, it's still weird for me to walk into that house.
So you've seen it since?
Yes.
Though. Okay.
I've been since. It's a weird energy, and I'm having like a little bit of a hard time like mending the two, like being able to like walk in there and process that like my Opa's not going to be sitting in that chair,
right?
But like, hey, here's my new boyfriend, you know, like
it's a high and a low,
it
like
really
all in one moment.
It really is.
I get that. And I felt that just this recent trip when I was home, but on the other side of it, my grandpa has turned around the house.
Yeah.
Her chair's still there because it's just like furniture at this point, but like her room is like like her vanity's gone.
Whoa.
Like things, and he didn't like throw out things, but they're in storage or they're in the garage now or whatever.
Right.
And I mean, we all handle it differently. I don't know what's better or worse, but I kind of miss when it looked normal. Like now that I have gone in there and he has cleaned up her stuff, I wish it was back to what it was.
Right. And you're not there enough to like get used to the new.
Right. So every time I'm there, it's this like sobering moment of like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things you got to go through in grieving, like cleaning up the person's space and kind of, I mean, I even think about it with like the day that Link is gone and like how one day her dog hair just won't be there anymore. Like,
right.
That sounds silly, but it's all part of it. It's one thing to lose someone emotionally, but the visual aspect in their home, like when you realize they're not coming back and like,
right. That lasts
that's hard.
years.
That lasts so long.
And it hits you at such weird times. Yes. So yeah, that's kind of like what I've been a little struggling in my head a little bit about. Yeah. But for the most part, like I'm just so excited for him to see California too.
It's like, gonna be so cool.
It's gonna be very, very fun.
I wish I was getting there when he was still there.
I know.
He's leaving and then a day and a half later I get there.
Right. Yeah. But he can only be there for like 5 days, but I'm excited. Yeah, it is a long time. It's a good chunk.
Yeah.
I'm excited to like see his face when because he lands at SFO. And I'm excited to see his face when we're like driving over the bridge and like I'll take him over the Golden Gate.
I was going to say, take him the long way. Yeah. Like take him the good way.
I'll take him the long way so he can really see, like we'll drive through Baker Beach area. We'll go Golden Gate, like, and then we'll go on the backside through like
Marin.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to love it.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be so cool to see.
I say this, but it's not going to be. I hope it's a clear day, but it's fucking San Francisco, so it's probably not going to be.
But it is fall, and fall in San Francisco is the nicest time.
That's
so
true.
Let's hope it's clear skies for him, or he can see Carl the Fog.
Right. It's still cool though.
It's still cool.
It's part of San Francisco. You go there to see the fog.
And I'm going to take him he's a big smoker. I'm going to take him to Grizzly Peak.
You have to. That's if you know, if you live in Northern California or you're from Northern California, the ultimate smoke spot is Grizzly Peak.
I'm going to take him to Grizzly Peak. Maybe I'll take a hit of a joint or something.
Whoa.
I know, it's crazy, right?
But then you're going to get there. You're like, no, I'm good.
No, yeah, I'm chilling. I got to drive.
I have this thing. Yeah. That's going to be so cool.
I know. It's going to be so, I really wish you were there, but it's going to be fun.
It's interesting. I feel like I actually haven't even talked to you about this, but like, even though I'm going to Europe and it's going to be a blast, I'm still really sad that I had to cancel that trip. So to give context, I was supposed to be going to the Bay the same 3 weeks that Alex was.
Yeah, the first half.
If you're wondering, my mom is coming to New York to watch Link. I feel like I want to throw that out there because there's probably people like, what the fuck? She will be with my mom. My mom and I've done this before, a little like apartment swap kind of thing. But anyway, I've been really sad that that's not my trip anymore. Yeah. And like before the breakup, like I was looking forward to the fact that like I was home for 3 weeks and then Montana was 3 weeks after that. And then 1 month after that was this other 3 weeks in the Bay. Like we had all this time of seeing each other planned. Yeah. And that's been super weird. And like even in Montana, when you were talking to our friends about like things you're going to do when you're there for 3 weeks, I'm like, I'm not going to be there. Yeah. Like I have FOMO of a trip that was supposed to be something else. Yeah. And that's what Montana and Idaho have felt like all these. I'm waiting to get through the holidays because that's where the reset stopped. That's kind of where like Tanner and I like not stopped, but like that was as far as we were seeing at this point because it was months. And like I want to like not have any plans with him anymore.
I get that. No, I fully get that, and like I think that's for a very different reason, but that's where I see like this reset with coming into season 4 because we have had these plans. I told my parents that I would watch the dogs probably back in like March.
Months ago, yeah.
When I bought this flight so many months ago. So in my head, the calendar for this year stopped in October. Right. So like,
yeah, it has.
you know what I mean?
For both of us, it has.
Yeah.
Like
so,
the reunion.
Yes.
It feels like that's like the end of the year.
It feels like everything we've done all year, literally since January 1st, has amounted to the end of October.
You're right.
And like now that we have the end of season 3, the beginning of October, and we've given ourselves this month to like take a breather, and we get to come back not only after like we get a break, but also at the same, it's like a starting line. Like we're coming back at a point where we pressed reset, and we don't have we actually have one plan. We're going to a Steven Sanchez. We're going to a Steven Sanchez concert,
in
but
December.
Like whatever.
That's like in New York, so it's like
it doesn't count. Fine. We don't have anything planned for November or December, you guys. I'm
so excited to just rot.
We're gonna rot, but also we're gonna be so refreshed for season 4. Like I feel like we're gonna come back with like new people.
Yeah, really new people.
Fully
like a
new people,
peeling back a new layer and coming back. Just refresh is the perfect word. I'm very excited.
I'm so excited. I'm very excited for the rest of September and what's to come in October, but like I'm equally excited for it to be all over and for us to sit back here. Our first episode back, by the way, is November 6th.
Oh yeah, we should probably say that.
November 6th. So the Monday after Cartopia is our first episode.
Yep.
And I'm just like so excited to sit here and like
reacclimate.
Reacclimate.
I'm excited to, I haven't even left for Europe
at
this point.
Cry. I haven't like made these connections in my head.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the new version, the new energy, the clean slate. Clean slate. It feels like it'll hopefully be a clean slate.
Exactly.
We'll see. I suppose to sum it up, we just want to thank you guys for supporting us through 3 seasons, over 3 years of Oddvice.
I wonder, it's crazy. That's probably like 250 episodes.
Oh my God, at least. But you guys have given us an outlet to be ourselves, make our friendship flourish, our relationships outside of this, a place to vent. You guys have given us the most advice. You guys help us so, like, yeah, we're here to help you, but you guys have no idea how much your entries and your comments help us in turn. So you guys are always here thanking us, and we are here to thank you beyond words.
Yeah, like we started this to give you guys the platform to like talk to us and like us to give advice, but you have really just given us a platform to talk about shit that we need to get off our chest. And it's just so nice that, and we say it all the time, like we all are on the same vibe.
Always.
Whatever
we're going through, there's at least like 100 of you that are like, dude, same. Like, oh my God, this happened to me this morning. I was just thinking about this or whatever. And I just think there's something so cosmic about that. And thank you for giving us the safe space.
Yeah.
And this space could not be this safe without the help of you guys. Like, we are only 2 people. You guys outnumber us. And you, like, I just say that because like you guys always thank us for creating this community, but like you guys are the community.
Yeah. It really is. Like you guys have been able to like carry out our vision in a way that we never even thought possible.
Oh my God, no.
When we sat down in Kristen's living room and our recording equipment was literally on a vacuum box. Like this is our origin story.
Our villain story.
For real. Like we never thought that we would be here 3 years later, living in New York City, 3 seasons in. Like
it's bloomed into
my God.
It's a part of our DNA at this point.
Absolutely. And like we joke about it all the time, but like we will be sitting here when we're old and gray. You're going to see our kids running throughout the camera. Like I never see us stopping. As long as you guys will have us, we will be
We're going to keep talking because I mean, that's what this was built off of. Like Oddvice is a thing because we have these conversations regardless. So if you want to hear it, we'll press record. And if you don't want to hear it, then that'll be the end of the podcast. But for now, it is not the end of Oddvice. Just a teensy little break.
Just a nice little break. And we'll leave you guys with this. We're going to be back Monday, November 6th. If you want to keep up with us, check out our Patreon. We will be posting every week.
And if you want to see us, we'll be at Cardtopia November 4th in New York City.
Yeah, we're going to put the link in the description below to get 20% off tickets.
Use code Oddvice20. This feels like the last day of school. It feels like I need to write like hags in your yearbook or something. Like,
oh my God, we should make a yearbook.
What would we even put in it?
Just pictures,
Just
screenshots of us. You guys,
Smart.
you guys don't know how many sound bites there probably are in these episodes of us burping.
It's like every pause, it's because we're like, okay, hold on. We have to like beat our chest and like get a burp out. Yeah,
like,
no, literally it's happening right now.
There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of burps. That's all we amount to. We should.
I left you with that.
We
that was
should.
a weak one. Fuck. What do you say? Sorry.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Okay, guys.
We love you.
We love you so, so, so much.
And we hope this month is just as transformative for you guys.
Yes.
Take a break.
Take a break.
Shake up your Monday routine a little bit, and we will see you guys very soon. We love you, and have a good rest of your week.
Have a good month.
I feel like
Have
we're
a good month.
We're like putting our dog down. Like I feel like we're like saying bye.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Oh, get excited for our merch.
Oh yeah, that too. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.